So you got orders to Yokota. Congratulations! Honestly, Japan is one of the best stations that we experienced, and I think a lot of people have experienced. But maybe we're biased because we had Japan at the top of our list. So, anyways, I wanted to make this video of the most frequently asked questions because when we knew that we were coming to Japan, we tried to look up a lot of videos and things about what to expect, and we didn't find a whole lot. So that's why I'm here. Alright, so question number 1. We got told we have to live on base. Does anyone have pictures of the units? I see this question all the time. While there is opportunities to live off base, and there's also dorm, I think if you're single or unaccompanied, I don't know about those, so I won't speak to those as much. Sorry. But, you'll qualify for housing based on rank and whether you're accompanied or not. And I can link down below for an idea of layouts for the units. But essentially, there are 2 types of units that are available here. There's garden units, just kind of like a condo, and then there's tower units, apartments. So pros and cons to both. Tower units tend to have a little bit more storage. Downside, no yard. Garden units, possible yard, but you do have to pay for your own fence if needed. Question number 2. Can I bring my own car? Well, yes, I think you can. I know it's hard. It's really hard to pass Japan's inspection standards because they are very high, which is good, but also makes it hard to import cars. Plus, since we drive on the left side, having an American import car for tolls, the gates, drive-thrus can kind of make it inconvenient. I highly recommend buying a car from somebody on base. It's super easy to transfer ownership, and oftentimes you can find a car for less than $2,000. Especially during PCS season, there are plenty of options, and just because they're cheap cars doesn't mean they're not good cars. While you can go off base and they can kind of take you through everything, I very much recommend going to some of the Yokota Sales pages to get a good deal, and I'll link them down below. Question number 3. I've heard we need a Suica card for the trains. What is that? So, Suica cards are just little transit cards that are prepaid. So you load money onto them, either with cash or digitally, and then they allow you to take the trains. So, for iPhone users, you can have them digitally in your wallet. I don't think you even need to buy a physical one. However, if you have an Android, sorry, you gotta get a physical card. And they are actually back in stock at most train stations, so. Question number 4. Do I need to get a Japanese number? Should I get rid of my American number? Honestly, totally up to you. We have both just to make our lives easier. We switched over to Google 5 so that we could keep our American numbers while being in Japan, but we also, one of us has a Japanese phone number just because it makes it super easy. It's very convenient for if they need to call you or if you need to call off base. However, you don't have to have it. I do highly recommend downloading the Line app. It's great for reservations and discounts. A lot of the Japanese nationals that I work with, local nationals, whatever the right term is, have it, and that's how they chat. So, do with that what you will. Question number 5. Can I bring my pets? So as far as cats and dogs, I know the answers to this. And I will make a longer video just because there are a lot of little details that you'll need to know. So they'll have to have updated vaccines, including rabies. And then you'll also need to get a health certificate. And those are unfortunately only good for 10 days. So you have to get that as close to your PCS date as possible. And again, I will make a longer video of this, but those are the little need to knows. Question number 6. We're not there yet, but what are things that you wish you had bought before you came there or left behind? I see this question all the time, and while it's gonna vary based on personal preference, I would say must-haves are gonna be fans, space heaters if you do tend to run cold, dehumidifiers, dehumidifiers are a must for summers. Summers here are intense and so humid, and if you do not have a dehumidifier, your place will get humid. I would also say a microwave. Housing does not give you a microwave as temporary furniture, so it's very nice to just have one. Rugs. If you are a big rug person, it is hard to get them to ship here, and I have not found a whole lot of big rugs off base, so buy those before you come. And I would say minimal outdoor furniture, because if you like having outdoor furniture, chances are you're going to have a porch here. So for things not to bring, I would try to minimize the bulky furniture that you have. While we are on base and we do have some space, it is going to be smaller than what we're typically used to coming from the States. I would also not bring electric bikes unless they're just pedal assist bikes. The electric bikes are technically illegal on base. So those would be... Oh, I do say fans, dehumidifiers, and space heaters, because there are a couple weeks out of the year where we do not have either AC or heat because of the changeover and the old systems that they have in the units. It's fun times. So if you are sensitive to temperature, definitely make sure you have those on hand. Question number 8. How hard is it to get a job as a spouse or civilian? I'll be honest, it's a pretty tough market. You're literally competing with so many spouses and civilians on base who are all applying to the same things you are, as well as local nationals. With that being said, it is still very possible to get a job here. I would just say make sure that you have an updated resume on USA Jobs, and also keep an eye out on the Exchange website, the NAV Jobs website, and I'll list everything below. There are also options to not get a military job. I've seen quite a few for like English tutors off base, so there are options. Last question. All right, do I need to learn Japanese? No, but learning some basics can definitely help. Things like thank you, please, excuse me, just the basics, come in handy, and it goes a long way. And it's just a nice thing to do when you're in a new country, you know? As well as I would recommend downloading the Deep app or the Google Translate app. The Deep app will translate more like a natural speaker, and you can also use your camera to translate an image. Same thing with Google Translate, but Google Translate tends to be a little bit more formal. They have come in handy very much when I'm out and about, or if I'm at a loud bar, I can just type in what I need and show it to them. So don't need to learn Japanese, but knowing a little bit does go a long way. All right, so that's it for this video. Please be sure to comment below with anything else you'd like to see. Of course, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to keep up with me and all things fun Japan, more Yokota things. But that's it for now. Bye!